guys, welcome back to another episode of the Flying Sheep server. What? Okay, mailboxes. Got confused. That's fine. Okay, confused. Sorry. Weird start. But yeah, welcome back to another episode. Today, apparently this is done now. So I'm going to have a quick look at that. Apparently the inside isn't quite done yet, but I think we can have a look at it now. I think that should be fine. And then I actually have something else planned. I'll show you the slime farm as well. And we're pretty much going to be building like a castle thing on top of the the slime farm, to make it so it's not just a hole in the ground, pretty much. But this is outrageous. Like, I literally don't understand. Community center. I mean, I don't understand how you can do this. It's ridiculous. Like, this is so well done, I just don't understand how they've done it. I mean, they've done it pretty quickly as well. What's this sign? Okay, it's not for me to go in there. Got the sheep going on here. To feed bat sheep. He's too far away. There's not a gate. Otherwise I would. But yeah, I mean, this is unbelievable. I don't understand how people can do this. This much detail inside it and make it actually look good. Because you can throw loads of stuff, like blocks together, and loads of detail, and make it look terrible, but have loads of detail. They have so much detail and it looks ridiculously good. So I'm so happy they're on the server making it here, because it's amazing. This is a lot of cake. There's a lot of cake. You get a nice look over spawn too, which is very nice. So yeah, I will be right back when I'm at the slime farm. So 1 second. Okay, so I'm over by the slime farm on top of it, and I haven't actually showed you the finished product of what the slime farm looks like, and I forgot that, so I will show you what it looked. Don't die. Okay. So yeah, it took me ages to do all this. And as you can see, profit, right? Totally worth it. Yeah. So this is what it looks like. Going with the sand on the bottom. White stained clay on top and orange stained clay on the sides. I mean, I literally went to the mesa biome and I just went crazy and got loads of clay, and I just thought a bit of a plain, simple look might look quite good, and it looks okay. I mean, orange fences go over the walls, it looks okay. Let me just check these chests to see if... I doubt it will, because I don't think anyone has been over here. No. Hopefully when I'm building the thing up top, it will be creating slimes like nobody's business. So yeah, this week, probably on Friday, it's currently Sunday, I'm going to be releasing a pretty big video. I'm not going to go into it now, because I want that video to be solely about it. It'll just be a video of my webcam, me talking to it, because it's a big video. Personally, it's a big video, like, for my personal life. So yeah, hopefully you can give me all the support that I'm for that. But don't worry, I'll go into it later on. Forget I said anything. I just wanted to quickly go into that to make sure everyone goes on my channel on Friday. This is really annoying. I think that was me that did that, actually. So yeah, with this, I'm going to be building, I'm not sure about a castle, but some sort of big building on top of here, around this area, just so that it's not just this in the ground and it's actually a building. Yeah. Get out of here, Gross. Okay, so I think I'm going to make it into like a castle thing with that in the middle. So with that in mind, go over there. Do I want... Is that too small? For towers? I think that might be too small. So if I do that. Yeah, that's better. That's a better size. So if I have that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do it on the 11th block. Maybe? That makes it even number in between. Yeah, I think that will be okay. Oh my god, that made me jump. I also died with my really good pickaxe, so that's great. My sword is sharpness 3, unbreaking 3, knockback 2, which is okay. But my pickaxe was silk touch, efficiency 4, unbreaking 3, so I lost that, which makes me really happy. Whoop. And it was to get an ender chest for the spawn. I sort of ran in to like 3 blazes, not remembering that I didn't have any armor on. So they pretty much killed me very quickly. Like very quickly. I died pretty much instantly. So yeah. Is this the same? Yeah. Okay, so if that... Oh, I should not be doing this at night time. Okay, this is going to be a nightmare. There's skeletons now. I don't really like knockback, to be honest with you, because get out. I'm on a killing spree right now. Okay, so let's make this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This will be the 11th block. Yeah, that's fine. That's a big enough size, I think. I think that will be okay. Because I don't need anything too big, because no one's actually going to spend that much time here. It's just something to make it look slightly nicer, if you know what I mean. And I have got a pretty good story to tell you in a second. I need to collect some resources, I'll probably tell you at that point, but I mean it's a 10 out of 10 story. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What? Oh yeah, yeah, I confused myself then. Yeah, that's fine. Got slightly confused. I was like, why isn't that lining up? It's because I'm stupid. That's why that's not lining up. Okay, let's dig this little area out. What's that? That is a hole which I don't want to be falling down. Oh, they're on 2 different levels. I get confused. I'm getting confused by a very tiny circle. Okay, that's that. So that should be okay. Then I have the walls. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go over to here and get some sand. And some sandstone and other stuff like that. So, this story. It's Friday night. Me and a couple of mates, I think there was 6 of us, out in town. Went to a couple of clubs, bars and stuff like that. Yeah, it was all going well. We went to this place called Legion, which is a disgusting name, but what can you do? I'm going to be attacked by so many mobs right now. So yeah, we went to this place called Legion, which is just like a little bar / club thing. You go like, we pre-drinked at my house and then went there. Okay, I am going to die. Collect me some sand though. So yeah, went to this bar. I think we got, what did we get? We got a bottle of vodka and some other things as well. Yeah, so it was going really well. Banter was flowing, as it always is. And we make our way... Oh, just piss off, okay? Make our way to the club. We're going to a place called The Vinyl. It's just a club that plays older music, like Sum 41, stuff like that. Some really good tunes. And it's really cheap there as well. So we're heading there, which is quite a long walk. And on the way, we were playing this game called the odds game. And if you don't know what the odds game is, it's where someone says, what are the odds of you doing this? So like, in this, I'd be like, what are the odds of you throwing yourself against that cactus? And I'll be like, okay, 1 in 20. And then you both, the person that asked you and the person that answered, on the count of 3, have to say a number between 1 and 20. So if you both say 15, then the person who answered the question has to do what they said. So if say and me and Limbo were here, he said, what are the odds of you throwing yourself against that cactus? We both said 10. I would then have to throw myself against the cactus. Ridiculous game, but if someone calls odds, you have to do it. So, so we're doing this. We're walking past this bank, and they had like a metal sign about, I don't know, 10 feet off the ground, maybe, like hanging off the building. It just said the bank's name, and it was just made of metal. And one of our mates was like, okay, what are the odds of you running and headbutting that sign? So they did the odds. They called the same number. I have broken that, so let's go to Sandstone. What was I saying? Yeah, so they called the same odds, and our mate had to run and headbutt this sign. So he's pretty tall, this guy. He's like 6'4". So he ran up, headbutted it. It was all okay. Headbutted it, didn't do it very hard. He just had to do it, and it was hilarious. And then we were walking away, and one of my other mates was like, "Oh, that looked like fun. I'm gonna do it too." No one asked him to. No one even knew he was doing it until we saw him running towards this thing. So we turn around and he's running towards this thing, full pelt, like sprinting towards this sign. He runs and he jumps and he headbutts this thing, right? And we were like, holy shit, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen. So we're all crying with laughter until about 30 seconds we realise that he's just lying on the ground. And we're like, okay, maybe he's just putting it on to say it hurt a little bit. We were going over there, he got up, we're like, okay, it's fine. And then we started laughing again, and then he was like, I'm bleeding. And we were like, okay, you can't be surely bleeding that much, you just headbutted this sign, someone else just did it and they were fine. There was blood everywhere. And I'm talking shit ton. I mean, it looked like he's just been stabbed. On the floor there was just loads of blood just everywhere. And at this point we were like, oh my god, what do we do? We are all pissed. We are all completely drunk. So I ran to a random restaurant that was nearby that was for some reason still open at like 11 PM. I ran in there. I literally don't know what I said because I was so drunk. I just came out. I must have just said, "Our friend's just headbutted this sign and now he's bleeding. Can I have some napkins?" And they must have given me the weirdest look. And so I came out with loads of napkins. I ran back. He was still bleeding at this point. My friend was holding his hand on his forehead like this to like keep pressure on it. So I came with the napkins and then we started putting pressure on it until it stopped bleeding. And any sensible person at this point would have gone, okay, he's got a head injury. It looks quite bad. Let's take him to A&E. No, we didn't do that. We were like, oh, it stopped bleeding now. That means he must be fine, right? So, his face was covered in blood, like down here, across his eyes and everything. His hair was red. So we were like, oh no, he's fine. He's got to be fine, isn't he? He's fine, he's stopped bleeding. So we walk away, there's blood all over the floor. And we just walk away. So we walk away. We got to the club. Somehow we were let in with our mate just covered in blood. His blood was over us as well because we were trying to help him. So, I mean, how we got into that club, I will never know. So we got in, and it was all okay. About halfway through the night, he just came up to me and was like, "Mike is bleeding again." I looked at him, more blood dripping down his face. I ran to the toilet with him, got like a ridiculous amount of toilet roll, and just started attacking it with it pretty much. There's a video on Snapchat. You can have me on Snapchat. I'll put it in the link description if you want to. Sometimes my stories are hilarious, and this was one of those times. So yeah, there's a video of me doing it. And then he stayed at my house that night. After that, it was fine. He was okay. You could sort of tell that he's a bit weird because he was drunk as well. So we just blamed it on that. And then he stayed at mine. Got back. Fine. Everything's okay. We woke up in the morning, and he's like, "Oh, I feel really dazed." I was like, "Oh, it's probably just because you're drunk still." He's like, "No, I feel pretty bad." He went into the toilet, looked at the cut on his forehead, and there was like a gash in his forehead, like literal gash in the forehead. I honestly don't know how he stayed on his feet the whole night. I mean, I have a picture of the cut on his head. I might put it in the video. If I put it in, it's disgusting. If you don't like blood or anything, just skip forward like a couple of seconds because it was dreadful. I honestly, and looking back on it now, why we didn't take him to A&E straight away is ridiculous. Like, actually dangerous. Why we didn't do that? Because he could have had concussion. He might have done. I think he went to A&E today actually, because he had work. He just went to work with it. It was ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, I probably will put it in. So just be careful if you don't like that sort of stuff, because it's disgusting. So yeah, that was our night, really. Unbelievable. It was such a good night, even though our mate almost got concussion and just sort of died. But I mean, it was his fault. Okay, he ran and headbutted this sign for no reason. Literal no reason. So it was his fault it happened. Sympathetic, right? Yeah, so that is the story of what happened the other night. Yeah. It was a great night though. And he is okay. Just want to clarify that. He is okay. He plays rugby, so he's used to a lot of things hitting his head. Stuff like that. Normally when he goes out, he does something. Like the last 3 times we've gone out, once he asked to challenge me at a running race and tore his hamstring and was in crutches. Another time, well, this time he cut his head open. The other time he broke his nose. I mean, he's a nutcase. He's a liability. So yeah, it was ridiculous. Have we got any more sandstone? Yeah, I have. I'm gonna need quite a lot of sandstone. I don't even know what I'm doing. I literally just been placing blocks. What am I doing? I don't know. I mean, well, literally, I have no idea what I've just done. I might actually get rid of this whole thing. Anyway, I'm going to go get some more resources, and build a little bit more here, and then I'll be back in a little bit. 1 second. Okay, I just realised how long I was talking for then. It was about 15 minutes, so I think that's going to be it for this episode, and next episode we'll actually carry on building this. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my story. Bit of a weird one. I don't really tell stories that long normally, but I feel like it was quite a good one. So, if you enjoyed it, leave a like, and I will see you again next time. Peace out.